Good morning and welcome to Coffee Club. My name is Abby Smith. I'm running for mayor of Kokomo, and this is our weekly video series where I answer one personal and one policy question. I can see you guys over in the corner of my eye, but it's okay, you're allowed. So this is, speaking of guests today, this is Brianna. Brianna is interning with the campaign this summer, and this is Bronwyn, who is volunteering with the campaign. So I thought I would introduce you to a couple of people, and then our policy question today comes from Bronwyn. So, Brianna, do you want to talk about why you're campaigning with me and why did you join the team?
Yeah, definitely. So I thought it was important to work with my city and kind of see who would be running for mayor. And I thought Abby was the best candidate. And so along the way, I was the best way to get involved and really see how things work was to work with her. And so it's been fun,
right?
Yeah, definitely.
So,
exciting.
You go to University of Indianapolis?
Yes.
What is your major?
I'm an international relations and political science major.
And you're testing this summer to see, do I really like political science?
Yeah, and so that was really kind of the whole idea, and I'm really liking it so far, and it's really important, so.
All right, so Bronwyn, you got involved because of Brianna, right?
Yes, actually, we both go to UND, and I didn't even know that she existed until I went to UND. And then we came home, and we live in the same town. But she asked me one time if I wanted to come to Pancakes with Pride, which was a really great event. And I was like, of course I like pancakes, and I like Pride, so here I am. So I came with my family, and it was really interesting to see the dynamics of everyone actually working together and see how everyone really cares about the community of Kokomo, and that made me want to volunteer with the party and see what else I could do to help spread politics and spread the community within Kokomo.
All right, awesome, thank you. So Bronwyn's question at Pancakes for Pride was about the environment and what a city can do about that. So I immediately started researching, and I think it's interesting. My kids are 8 and 11. They're about to turn 9 and 12, and they are consistently talking about the environment and the planet and how to take care of it better than we do now. And so these are the questions that came from younger people, kind of all the way from kids all the way up to young adults. So what I have found out is that First and foremost, we have to pay for disposal of waste no matter what. So this isn't about spending more money on recycling or becoming a more sustainable community. It's just about how we spend our money. So currently at a minimum, we spend $1.4 million as a city on waste disposal. And it seems to me that we need to do that a little bit differently, because 75% of the waste that we produce is either compostable or recyclable, and only half of that amount is actually making it into that stream. So traditionally we have a very linear system when it comes to producing things, using raw materials to produce products, and then we consume products, and then we dispose of the waste of those products. And it's point A to B to C. But what we really need to do is reconfigure that and close those two loops and make it a circular system. So part of that is getting a benchmark on, did you know I was really going to do this, right? Getting a benchmark of how much waste are we really producing as a community, and how much are we paying for that, and where are we in the percentage of how much of our waste is going into a recycled or composted system, or in how much of it is going into a landfill. And then once we have that number, then we start working on leverage points in that system to close those two loops. So one of those is to become a champion of sustainable product purchasing. So if we can start the point with more sustainable products that can be recycled or composted, then that makes the input less. And then when we evaluate how we're spending our money in disposing of waste, if we can make it more incentivized to produce less waste, recycle more, compost more, then we will reduce the amount that we put into the landfills. So a couple of ways that we can do that. I don't know about you guys, but I fill up my trash can at our house less than we fill up our recycle bin. So there are incentives you can put in place to get a smaller bin. If you recycle more and produce less trash, then there are incentives for that for residential. The other thing we can do is provide curbside recycling to small businesses where feasible. So currently we don't do that, but we can if we want to encourage small businesses to recycle and become a part of that circular system instead of the linear one. So those are a couple of things. If you have more ideas, I'm always happy to take them. Does that start answering your question about
yeah.
that?
I
Good.
like that you decided to like actually research and not just blow off my question.
Oh, okay.
Which
Okay.
is another reason that I choose to support your campaign.
Oh, thank you.
I like the ideas that you've come up with and researched. I don't have anything to add right now
Okay.
because I think that they cover a lot.
Good. So there actually that is, and it's the tip of the iceberg really, because there was a lot more information on things that cities can do. It's just a matter of creating a system where we are paying attention to how much we're bringing in and how much waste we're producing and how we are disposing of that. So thank you for watching, and come back again for another coffee club video. And they've promised to share it. You promised to share it with all of your friends,
Yes,
right?
of
And then
course.
all of your friends, get them to vote no matter who they vote for. It's
Yes.
really important to vote and use your voice. So thanks a lot. Have a good week.
Bye. You too.